The money pit of Oak Island has kept its secrets for centuries. But in Season 13, Episode 16 of The Curse of Oak Island, everything changed. This wasn't another routine drill or ordinary soil test. It was a breakthrough. Concentrated gold exactly where the legends say treasure lies. As the team pushed deeper into the garden shaft, core samples revealed gold in unprecedented amounts. Not scattered fragments, not random traces, real, focused deposits, aligned with the paths of the original searcher tunnels. Even wooden fragments recovered from deep below bore marks of human activity, showing that something was deliberately placed far beneath the surface. For years, Oak Island's gold readings have sparked endless debate, natural deposits, or proof of hidden treasure. In Episode 16, the evidence is impossible to ignore. Scientific analysis shows gold concentrations far above normal Nova Scotia soil levels, hinting at a buried source that could be just inches away. For the first time this season, the money pit doesn't just hold mystery, it holds measurable, undeniable evidence. The question is no longer if something exists beneath the money pit. It's where it's hidden. And for the first time in years, the hunt feels closer than ever. Gold glimmers beneath the surface, and this may just be the beginning. Subscribe now and join us as we uncover the secrets of Oak Island. Another jaw-dropping discovery in this episode centers on the massive boulder found on Lot 8. From the moment it was uncovered, it was clear this wasn't just a random rock. Resting atop smaller, evenly spaced stones, its placement immediately hinted at human design. Excavation beneath revealed a trench filled with rubble, proof that centuries ago someone had gone to extraordinary lengths to manipulate this site, leaving intentional traces buried deep underground. But the most fascinating part? Voids beneath the boulder. A snake camera revealed empty spaces, along with what appeared to be an iron spike and a faint, shimmering object that some believe could be pearl-like. These clues suggest the boulder wasn't just resting there, it may have served as a plug, deliberately concealing something hidden below, and that distinction matters. A plug implies careful planning, secrecy, and purpose, far beyond a simple searcher tunnel. The team's next moves showcase the tension that defines Oak Island. Marty Lagina urges speed, eager to see what lies beneath. Archaeologists push for caution, emphasizing the need to preserve context and protect history. The compromise: removing surrounding stones by hand before attempting to lift the boulder, ensuring no evidence is lost. That patience pays off. Beneath one of the lifted stones lies a small yet remarkable artifact, a fragment of red-dyed wool fabric. At first glance, it seems minor, but this piece quickly becomes one of the episode's most compelling discoveries. Buried deep under the massive boulder, it almost certainly predates modern searches. Lab tests confirm it's wool, hand-knitted using a weft technique, dyed with natural red pigment rather than synthetic. The implications are tantalizing. Red wool was a signature of medieval England, particularly Leeds, a prominent wool hub as early as the 13th century. The connection grows stronger when considered alongside a nearby English bag seal, marked with a sheep emblem, hinting at a potential link between the artifacts. While the team remains cautious about drawing conclusions, the possibility that medieval European trade networks may have reached Oak Island centuries before modern treasure hunters is electrifying. Meanwhile, the money pit investigation intensifies. Several new boreholes are drilled deep into the solution channel, the underground feature that has long captured the team's focus. Decades of drilling and collapses may have funneled valuable objects into this hidden channel, and the season's strategy reflects that theory. Core samples pulled from more than 200 feet down reveal loose material instead of solid bedrock, a hopeful sign that objects could have shifted into this area. Tension mounts as metal detectors pick up signals in freshly extracted cores. The readings often seem to vanish once the cores are moved, creating frustration. But metal detection expert Gary Drayton zeroes in on tiny metallic fragments, possibly silver, embedded in the soil. These signals align with prior water and sediment tests, showing elevated precious metals nearby. The breakthrough arrives in the war room. Dr. Ian Spooner, Emma Culligan, and Jillian share results from X-ray fluorescence (XRF) testing. The findings are striking. Soil from multiple boreholes, including I-9.5 and K-9.5, contains unusually high levels of elemental silver. Crucially, the silver is bound to clay particles, not dissolved, pointing to a nearby unnatural source. For the first time this season, measurable evidence beneath the money pit begins to tell a story of its own. The team emphasizes that silver appearing in such concentrated amounts isn't something you'd expect from local geology alone. This strongly suggests a human source, possibly remnants of treasure that once rested higher up in the money pit system. These findings rekindle the decades-old tale of a 14th century Portuguese coin reportedly found in the mid-1800s by James Pitlato. The fact that recent drill hits are so close to where fragments of Pitblad's drill rods were discovered points to a pattern of activity and structural collapse that has been unfolding for centuries. Rather than seeing the solution channel as a dead end, the team now considers it a potential resting place for artifacts that may have shifted over generations of digging, flooding, and cave-ins. Meanwhile, attention turns to the swamp, where Gary Drayton, Peter Fornetti, Tom Nolan, and Alan Andrews trace a straight-line cobblestone path cutting across the wetland. When bricks are discovered embedded among the cobbles, any notion of a natural formation disappears. The team uncovers shaped wood, precisely arranged stone platforms, and other signs of deliberate construction. The alignment of these cobbles hints at a road or causeway, possibly leading to previously uncovered vaults or connecting with other stone features scattered across the island. What makes the swamp findings especially compelling is their intentional design. The cobbles follow survey stakes, curve subtly, and seem to aim toward Lot 8. This raises a fascinating possibility. The swamp, the boulder, and the money pit aren't separate mysteries. They may be parts of a single island-wide plan. If so, it speaks to a level of engineering, foresight, and coordination far beyond anything early settlers or casual searchers could have achieved. By the end of episode 16, one clear theme emerges: convergence. Independent threads, medieval wool, English trade seals, silver concentrations deep underground, and man-made stone roadways are beginning to weave together, pointing to purposeful human activity on Oak Island long before recorded history. Definitive proof may still be out of reach, but the evidence is increasingly compelling. The decision to deploy heavy drilling equipment into the solution channel marks a bold escalation in the search. It reflects confidence not based on speculation, but on careful data collection and tangible findings. Meanwhile, the patient excavation around the Lot 8 boulder continues to hold promise, with the potential to dramatically reshape the story of Oak Island. Episode 16 captures the essence of the Oak Island curse. Progress isn't measured in instant rewards, but in layers of evidence, respect for history, and the willingness to follow clues wherever they lead, even if they complicate the story rather than simplify it. As the episode closes, anticipation hangs in the air. The team could be on the verge of uncovering treasure, rewriting history, or perhaps both. Oak Island proves, once again, that its power lies in the secrets it guards so fiercely. Beyond individual discoveries, Episode 16 reimagines Oak Island as a connected system rather than a collection of isolated puzzles. The money pit, swamp pathways, and Lot 8 boulder begin to appear as components of a deliberately engineered landscape. This systems-focused approach marks a clear evolution from previous seasons, which often treated finds as standalone anomalies. The Lot 8 boulder, in particular, becomes emblematic of this larger theory. Evidence suggests it was placed after a cradle-like excavation had been constructed beneath it, pointing to remarkable labor and intent. The likelihood that it was positioned by hand rather than machinery strengthens the idea that it predates modern industrial work, potentially making it one of the island's oldest and most sophisticated concealment features. Episode 16 also underscores the importance of smaller discoveries. A fragment of red wool fabric may seem minor compared to gold or silver, but its value lies in context. Unlike treasure, which can be moved or melted, textiles preserve cultural and historical information. Found beneath a massive boulder and dyed naturally, the wool points to deliberate human presence during a specific historical period. The connection to the English bag seal is one of the episode's most intellectually satisfying moments. Instead of rushing to conclusions, the team pieces together multiple clues, building a historical narrative grounded in evidence. Leeds' prominent history in wool production offers a logical framework without overreaching. Meanwhile, the Money Pit investigation continues to yield critical insights. Repeated metal detection at extreme depths suggests the solution channel is far more than a geological oddity. It may hold significant archaeological evidence. Frustratingly, signals often disappear when cores are moved, highlighting the challenges of working in collapsed underground spaces. Yet the team's methodical approach, including repeated testing and lab analysis, shows a scientific discipline that starkly contrasts with the reckless digging of past generations. Dr. Spooner's observation that silver is bound to clay rather than dissolved is particularly important, confirming the source is concentrated and likely human-related, not natural. In the swamp, the presence of bricks among cobblestone platforms ends any debate over natural formation. Roads or causeways would only make sense if heavy materials were being deliberately moved across difficult terrain. The alignment and curvature of these features further suggest purposeful design, possibly connecting key points like the Money Pit and Lot 8. Such infrastructure implies a large, organized operation rather than isolated, haphazard efforts. Emotionally, Episode 16 captures the quiet determination that has driven Rick and Marty Lagina for decades. Every discovery, from silver-laden soil to cobblestone pathways, strengthens the sense that Oak Island is revealing its secrets, piece by piece, clue by clue, to those willing to look carefully enough. The team's reactions remain measured, reflecting years of experience and the lessons that restraint brings. Yet moments like Rick noting that they're closer than ever show just how much this search resonates on a personal level. For them, the quest is about more than treasure. It's about purpose, understanding, and uncovering the story buried beneath the surface. The decision to expand drilling with heavy quiescent equipment marks a pivotal moment in the season. This isn't exploration for curiosity's sake anymore. It's deliberate groundwork aimed at potential recovery. Conversations among the team subtly shift from questioning whether something exists to pinpointing exactly where it might be. That confidence is grounded in evidence, not wishful thinking, giving it remarkable weight in the long saga of Oak Island. Episode 16 also emphasizes that setbacks are part of the process. Fading metal signals, ambiguous core samples, and unanswered questions aren't seen as failures. They're recognized as necessary steps on the path to discovery. This candid depiction of investigation adds authenticity to the show and highlights just how difficult it is to reveal truths in a site that has been disturbed for more than 200 years. By the episode's end, it doesn't feel like just another installment. It feels like a milestone. The combination of archaeology, metallurgy, geology, and history creates a tangible sense of forward motion. Even if treasure remains elusive, Episode 16 makes it clear that the team is slowly uncovering a hidden narrative of Oak Island, one defined by planning, complexity, and human ingenuity on a scale once considered unimaginable.